Warning, the following stream contains flashing effects which may trigger discomfort or seizures for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to outer space, everyone. You're here with RPG Capper, and as you guessed, we are continuing EarthBound beginnings for the Nintendo Entertainment System. With the level cap being that of 99, and our heroes, Ninten at level 23, Lloyd at level 10, and Anna and Teddy, who will be joining us later at level 1. We're looking right now to getting back into the action and clubbing a few more members of the alien race with our baseball bats, so to speak. So, why not get back into it, shall we? Okay, there we go. Limbs sprouted. Title screen active. Now let's get back to beating more aliens with our baseball bat. Or any other wacky machinery that comes across our path. Okay. We're good to go. Continuing. Okay. So, first of all, Gweenimp, I've noticed that you just came in here earlier, so thanks very much for coming in. I know you're here to lurk, but I still appreciate your presence in here for today's stream. Anyways, let's do a quick checkup on our heroes today. Ninten level 23 and Lloyd level 10 as stated before. We've so far accumulated 11,995 XP for Ninten and 1,003 XP for Lloyd. Let's see what they have. So Ninten's accumulated a lot of PSI abilities from the previous stream. Telepathy, Life Up Alpha, Healing Beta, Healing Gamma, Healing Pi, PSI Shield Alpha, Offense Up, Defense Up Alpha, Quick Up, Defense Down Alpha, Fourth Dimensional Slip, Hypnosis. A lot of goodies. He's equipped with Aluminum Bat, a Magic Coin, Gold Ring, and a Nerf Pendant. 3 melodies learned. Now let's check up on our friend Lloyd here, who's at level 10. He's got a Boomerang, Magic Coin, Gold Ring, and a Fire Pendant for his protection. No PSI since he's not Psychic. We do have the stats that you read here. I'm not going to bother reading the stats out this time around because I think we all have a good understanding of how these stats work, for the most part. Oh, and we have $2,191 in allowance money to spend. Okay. So now here we are still in Marysville. We had checked the Bottle Rocket factory to the south, so we should have... Let's take a look. We still have the Bottle Rocket that Lloyd is supposed to use to help blow up the boulder and give us access to the train station in the north. We have an asthma spray because we could come across about some enemies that could emit fumes and could give us asthma attacks. We don't want to suffer with asthma. That would really suck. We do have an Onyx hook that can warp us straight back to Magicant as in case of an emergency. If things get really bad, we can warp out of there and not have to worry about making contact with enemies along the way back to Marysville. Of course, we'll have to go all the way through the wells just to get back to Marysville, but if we have to survive, then we'll have no choice but to do that. Got a phone card from taking a survey, PSI Stone to recover PSI, Life Up Cream to help as a quick healing fix. What else do we have? Okay, Lloyd's got the big bag with magical herbs that heal us. I think we're good to go. And I think we've already talked to everyone else in town. Okay, so we've been to the building in the south, so let's check our map. Okay, so we do need to make a stop at Duncan Enterprises' major munitions factory in the north. Okay. I believe we're good to go. But let's just see where this is going to take us. Okay, let's wreck some vehicles. Okay. I'm reluctant to use auto battle here because these vehicles can emit exhaust fumes, and we could have an asthma attack. But anyway, oh, and just right off the bat, we're now at the next level. Fight is increased by 3, speed is increased by 3, wisdom has increased by 3, strength has increased by 3, force by 3, HP by 13, PP by 4, okay? No new PSI power, but since now that we've leveled up NINTEN here, let's just give him... Let's just help save the progress. I mean, I guess it could have been helped to have him level up last time before we decide to call session, but lo and behold, that happens. But normally I don't need to stay at the hotel, but I make so much money now, it doesn't really matter anymore. Alright, moving on. So we've been leveled up. Okay, so NINTEN's at level 24, so let's just save the progress for the time being. Okay, $62 transferred into our account. Okay, it's just $62 because we've withdrew all that money last time. 1532 for NINTEN, that's the next goal. 30 for LLOYD. So LLOYD doesn't have too much to go to get to the next level, so let's in. But now, and even though, well, we'll just let LLOYD build up a few more levels before our next save, but NINTEN is very important since, as the main protagonist, he's supposed to be the tank for our party. Okay, up we go, to the Duncan Munitions Factory. Let's follow these tracks. Smash up a vehicle. We also better be careful if we encounter another bar bot, because those bar bots are no joke. If they activate PK Beam Gamma, it'll wipe our party. Okay, LLOYD goes to the next level, but we're not going to be saving immediately. Fight by 2, speed by 1, wisdom by 5, strength by 3, force by 1, maximum HP by 6. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, we got eagles this time. I can auto-battle this because these guys are easy pickings. Alright, we're gonna keep going on these tracks. Smash up a cycle car. Alright. Okay, so here's the boulder. We're gonna check. Can't talk to the boulder. Now, if we were to... Now, here's the thing. Even if we were to use the bottle rocket, nothing happened. Because we need a little bit more than just the rocket. We need something to... Bottle rocket. LLOYD seems to know how to use it, yeah. So there's more to using the rocket than just merely having it. This is why we have to now go to Duncan's factory in the north to get... just to hunt down some more munitions so we can blow up that boulder and get to the train station. Okay. Okay, so we're getting some small fries to deal with. Okay, new aside power for battle, so let's see what power we've learned this time. Okay, not sure if healing... Oh, hang on, wrong one. Telepathy, life up, it doesn't necessarily say what it is, so it looks like we'll have to reveal that new power by engaging in battle. NINTEN found a pass that someone had left behind. NINTEN picked up the pass, so we're gonna need this pass to enter the factory. Okay, then we got the Barbot and a little saucer. So first, let's see the new PSI power that was learned. Life up alpha, healing up. Okay, it doesn't... Okay, interesting. It doesn't show what that new power... Maybe was a defense up... Might have been defense up beta that was learned. But anyways, let's just take out these riffraffs here. Okay. Advance, we picked up the pass, so let's take a quick look at it. Pass, Brennan at Duncan Factory, employee. Okay, so we can pass ourselves up as employees even though we're clearly not employees because we're kids. But video game logic, everyone, video game logic. $109. Nope, this is dead end. Alright, here we are back at the factory. Now let's show this pass to our guard dog here. This factory is Mr. Duncan's private property. Let's see your pass. This pass has expired. You must have stolen it. Suspicious creature. Look me in the eye. Oh look, the sentient dog is now attacking. He's still a stray dog, so we're gonna have to put him down. Okay, so the dog's out of the way. Now we can enter the factory. Now, unlike the candy factory in itself, this place is supposed to be much, much bigger to explore. So we're probably going to be in here for a while, possibly all stream and maybe even next stream. Next EarthBound beginning stream, that is. Okay, so now that we're entered the stream, I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna make a quick break. Okay, and we're back. Alright, there we go. Got the controls back up. Okay, let's explore this massive factory, shall we? I mean, it's much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. The TARDIS effect. Okay, let's check down center here. So we do see a floor below. Okay, we got ourselves our first new enemy to deal with, a Scrapper. I'm gonna have LLOYD do the checking and NINTEN do the fighting here. Scrapper's ready for attack. 26 defense, no, 26 offense, 76 defense. Rugged around the edges. Okay, I didn't catch the rest of it. I'm gonna have Lloyd do another check, because I... Okay, we're gonna have to do that next time, then. Anyway, let's see what we get. Picked up laser beam. Okay, so Lloyd could pretty much make good use of this, from what I gather. Helps... Laser beam, it helps that sissy Lloyd. Hey. Lloyd's not a sissy. He's tagging along with NINTEN, and his fighting skills are actually pretty decent here. He can handle that boomerang pretty well, so don't you dare call Lloyd a sissy. But anyways, okay, so it cannot be equipped, so we're just gonna have to have him use it in battle as a side item. Okay, so first, now here's a ladder that helps us go up to the upper levels, but we're gonna explore the lower levels first before we go up to the upper levels. Okay, there's a ladder that goes downstairs. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's first explore the bottom level, and then work our way up from each additional level. Like, from bottom floor to top floor, that is. Okay, so we got ourselves a mad scientist and his robot assistant. Okay, so let's take a quick look. First, let's attack the robot, and then check Dr. Distortal here. The robot is swift. Offense 38, defense 40. His twisted face covers his twisted mind. Okay, let's attack the... Let's check the robot this time. 12. Okay, we gotta... He's attacking us with his beam. And we gotta recover Lloyd ASAP. Offense 48, defense 72. Hypnotism does not work on this robot. Okay, so because it's a machine. Okay, so anyways... Life up. And remember, whenever smashes are activated, enemy defense is 100% ignored. So let's at least get... So we're gonna need to recover Lloyd here. I'm gonna have him use the big... Get an herb from the big bag. Or not, because we already won the battle. So it looks like we may have won 50 XP from that battle, but anyways. We may be in here for a while, so I don't want to completely waste PSI. So I'm gonna have Lloyd eat what's from that big bag. Okay. 50 of this 74, Okay, so that should bring him back to full. So let's go downstairs and check around over here. So there's another floor below us. Okay, we got more Dr. Distorter and a Scrapper. I want to check the Scrapper again. Smash the Distorter's skull in. I want to check Scrapper. Offense 26, defense 76. Ragged around the edges, but do not underestimate it. Okay. If he's ready for an attack, he can fire his beam at us, so let's finish him off as quickly as possible. And we have the laser beam to use. Okay, Scrapper destroyed. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 55 XP. 50. So 55 XP from that battle. So we should... Oh, Bomber draws near. Let's take a look at this guy, shall we? Provided he survives. Nope, he doesn't survive, so we will have to check him next time. 10, 20... So that was 28 XP apiece from that bomber here. Alright, let's see what's in these gift boxes. Bottle rocket, Nintendo's got bottle. Okay, so I got a spare bottle rocket. That's kind of junk at this point. But how much do we have? Well, we still have enough inventory space. Another bottle rocket. Okay, I guess I might have to launch a bottle rocket at the enemy in the next battle here. But we have to keep one on hand just to blow up the boulder and clear the way to the train station. Okay, the doctor is in, as well as his robot pal. Okay, let's bash the doctor's skull in and use a bottle rocket on. Okay, that's the end of the doctor. Let's use a bottle rocket on this scrapper, and Lloyd dodges. Scrapper, suffer damage at 21. Okay. Let's do that. Hang on. Okay, so all the ball rockets need to be handed to Lloyd. Okay, let's do this. While Lloyd will use his laser. Or not. I mean, that aluminum bat packs a punch, and Lloyd goes to level 12. Fight increased by 1, speed by 2, wisdom by 3, strength by 3. Oh, I thought strength by 4. I thought it was going to be cumulative. Force by 1, maximum HP by 10. Okay, so in this case, I am going to... Oh, no, hang on. Let's clear up some inventory space, shall we? Yeah, now that he's leveled up, we have to recover his HP accordingly. If we get to level 15 for Lloyd, we're gonna head back to town and save that progress. Okay, we have a dead end here. Okay, new enemy, Fireball. Checking him up. Oh, Fireball got extinguished, never mind. But how much XP do we get? 20, 30, so it looks like 31. 10, 20, 30... Yeah, so 31 XP apiece. Old robot draws near. Yeah, Nintendo's getting really overpowered here. But I mean, I can't help it. If the aluminum bat can do its job, I mean, it can do its job. Okay. Okay, so this is... Oh, one step and another encounter. Okay, this time we gotta check on the stats of this bomber little fella. Offense 10, defense 64, strong against PK fire, shaped like an egg but a little tougher. Okay, so I think this goes back up, so let me just take one more quick look around here, because in case I don't... It's easy to get lost around here, guys. Just want to make 100% sure that I'm not missing out on anything else. Okay. Bash the doctor's skull in. Okay, now let's give Lloyd all these other bottle rockets here. we go. Okay, yeah, so we were in there and got those gifts. Alright. Let's get rid of one extra bottle rocket. Firing his beam at us. Another laser beam. Okay. Okay, so there's another. Okay, so we're going to hand the laser beam to Lloyd. Okay, so we were in there, got the 2 gifts. Now we're going to have Lloyd, you... Okay, that was a waste. I made itchy trigger finger. There. There, that's more like it. Okay, back we go. Okay, now we're going upstairs. Okay, that goes... Okay, that goes to the next floor. Let's keep going this way. Okay, I'm gonna have NINTEN check the fireball and have Lloyd attack with his laser beam. Offense 24, defense 58, strongest PK 5. Looks like it jumped out of a comic book. Okay, he's trying to burn us. Okay. Okay, now let's... I'm gonna try auto-battling the fireball this time. Yep, that was a quick victory. Okay, no level up. Let's keep going. Okay, another room with a gift box. Okay, we got an improvised explosive device to use. Oh, maybe only Lloyd could detonate it. Okay, so we gotta give it to Lloyd. No, what am I doing? Okay. There we go. Okay, there's an... Okay, so we're at the end of this floor on the eastern side, so now we have to go downstairs. I'm not going to use the bomb against this bomber. This guy is very easy to beat. And we smashed it. It didn't explode, so it was a dud. Moving down. Let's go this way first. Okay, another door. Okay, just a room with one lone gift box. Rope. Okay, we can use that to tie up the enemy. Okay, so we're done over here, so now let's look on the right side of this floor. Okay, this is a dead end. Alright, so back upstairs we go. Okay, Lloyd gets to 13. Fight by 2, speed by 1, wisdom by 3, strength by 1. Force by 2, maximum by HP by 2. Okay, making our nerd pal Lloyd a little bit stronger at a time. Okay, this is a dead end, so we're gonna go back the other way. So we're back on the main floor. We've been in there, got ourselves our gifts. We're just gonna auto-battle this. Considering he's a little easy to beat. So when we get Lloyd to level 15, we'll head out of the munitions factory and go back to Marysville to recover. Then... So it shouldn't take too long to get Lloyd to 15. With the way that... at the rate we're going right now. Okay, so this goes up to the second floor. We'll go there in a moment. So here's another ladder to the second floor. And again, I want to be thoroughly done exploring this floor first before we go up. Making sure we cover all spots in this here factory. Okay, so there's the exit, so that'll take us right out of the factory. But now let's head west a bit. Okay, that goes to the next floor. I want to check everything on this floor and as well as on the lower floor. That goes up. I believe I already went down here. Let me just... You know what? I'm gonna race it here. No, I did not go down this way, because I don't even recognize all those extra doors. Okay, so we can handle the robots in here quite easily, and we're getting quite a decent payout. Okay, so once again, we're on the... Okay, so this is a dead end. Nothing else over here. At least I think not. Okay, good. Okay, we got Dr. Distorto and the Scrapper. Let's use a bomb. That didn't do... Well, that probably took off half of his HP. Let's have that. Okay, there's more exits over here, but these aren't actual exits. They just move into different rooms with gift boxes. Life up cream. Okay, this will be for Lloyd. Let's wait until Lloyd takes a little bit more damage before we start applying it. Okay, 13,000 plus for NINTEN here. Okay, let's see what's in here. Okay, there's more gifts. Quick capsule. Okay, to help boost speed, I believe, so 67 and 19. So we're gonna give this to Lloyd. So he has 19. By 4. So this puts his speed at 23. Alright, moving on to the next. Physical caps. Okay, so this is supposed to help bolster strength. So 61 and 33. By 4. So that puts his Lloyd strength now to 37. Wisdom capsule. Wisdom 63 and 57, so let's bolster up Lloyd's wisdom here. 57, 57, 57. By 5. So that should put it to 62. So yeah, Lloyd's wisdom is now at 62. Okay, good. Little bit of extra stat boosts for our friend Lloyd here. Alright, moving on. Okay, there's a door over here. Let's see what's behind this door. Oh, accidentally left. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is just an empty room. Nothing special in here. Alright, so we finished looking down on this floor. Gave Lloyd some much-needed stat boosts. Alright, back upstairs we go. Okay, that leads to the second floor. I don't want to go there just yet. I want to finish everything on this first floor and also on the subfloors. Okay, let's see what's behind this door. Okay, another bomb. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, another ladder that leads downstairs, and this floor ends here on the western side. Okay, no level up for Lloyd. Okay, Dr. No, not Dr. Demento, Dr. Destroyer. Dr. Demento is the friend of Weird Al Yankovic. Let's blow these two up. Okay, that's not bad from the bomb. God, okay, some intense suffer damage there. Alright, let's make use of the laser beam because we want to clear some inventory space for Lloyd. Okay, got more rope. Okay, so we have 2 coils of rope to work with. Okay, so let's see what's on the rest of this floor. Okay, there's another ladder that goes up. Okay, nothing over here. Alright, let's auto-battle this guy. Okay, more bombs, so let's give that... Nope, that automatically went to Lloyd's inventory, never mind. So we don't have to give anybody anything here. Okay, so we have another ladder. Okay, I think this is just an alternate route upstairs. Okay, let me just take another look at the regular floor here. Because remember, it is easy to get lost. This is a really big factory. Okay, Lloyd goes to level 14. Fight by 2. Speed by 2. Wisdom by 3. Strength by 2. Force by 2. Maximum HP by 12. Nice. Okay, with that being done, we're gonna use the Life Up Cream and give it to Lloyd. Okay, that should bring him back up to speed to 98. And NINTEN could use a bit of a lifing up himself. Okay, good. Okay, everyone's back up to full. Alright, so this is where we went up. Okay, and this is where the floor ends. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's just race back up to where we were before. Okay, we got Dr. Distorto and his scrapper pal with him. Okay, no, wait. I mean, I guess I could use the rope, but I would rather leave that for some of the more tougher enemies to face in here. Let's have him lose a bomb. Okay, so we're still advancing up the ladder here. Okay, another ladder goes up. So we're gonna check that ladder in a bit. I want to first finish exploring the rest of this floor. Anything else over here that I should know of? Another ladder going upstairs. Okay, 2301 to... Okay, Dr. Distorter is back, so now we see what else we have. Oh. Okay, we hit the wrong target. Okay, let's try that again. This time the correct target. Alright, or maybe we won't have to use the laser beam. Okay, no new level up. How long does this floor go? Okay, there's a ladder that leads downstairs, but... we'll check that ladder in a moment. Laser beam on the scrapper. Regain the senses for Dr. Distorter. That was weak. And now he's gonna hit us with his beam. No level up. Okay, let's keep looking. Okay, this is a dead end, so let's go downstairs. How about over here? Anything of interest? Nope, just another dead end. Okay, this is just another dead end. Okay, this only led me to another dead end. Okay, so we're going back up. Laser beam was broken, so that's the one laser beam gone. But we got another laser beam as a trade-off. Okay. Bomber tripped and fell. Lloyd's attack, but the bomber didn't go off. End of Scrapper. No new level up. Okay, so we don't have to worry about Lloyd using his laser beam against bombers and fireballs. Okay, I have a feeling Lloyd's about to hit level 15, so let's head back to the entrance and head back to town for a bit. Rest up, save, and then get back into the factory. But I still want to make something. I still want to have a few encounters. So Lloyd will be at level 15. Nope, no new level up. Okay, that was a weak damage from the laser beam. Okay, but NINTEN gets a level up to 25. Fight by 2. Speed by 3. Wisdom by 2. Strength by 3. Force by 3. Maximum PP by 3. No new ability. Oh, wrong target. Okay, so we're gonna head to the exit right now and head back to Marysville, but I still want to get Lloyd to level 15. We should get Lloyd to level 15 by the time we get back to Marysville. There we go, Lloyd gets to level 15. Fight by 1, speed by 1. Wisdom by 5, Strength by 2, Force by 1, Maximum HP by 5. Okay, so now that he's leveled up, I do need to take another break. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, and we're back. Again, sorry for the little inconvenience, everyone, but sometimes nature calls. Okay, so let me just take a quick look to see where we are. I think we're on the main floor. Scratch one robot. Okay, so we're out, and now we're gonna head ourselves back to Marysville and save our progress up to now. Because we managed to get Lloyd up a good 5 levels. Okay, we got wolves this time. So let me just take a look at the wolves. I'm just gonna do a quick check on these guys. And he bites Lloyd, and Lloyd suffers 6. Lloyd checked, offense 30, defense 46. Watch out for those pearly whites. Well, I'm gonna break these pearly whites. I'm beginning to wonder if using insecticide will give out better XP payouts. I might as well maybe buy like one insecticide and see how it fares, if I get more XP payouts from using it instead of just smashing it with my baseball bat. Because I want to get as much XP... I want to get as much XP gains in this game as possible. The faster we cap, the sooner we can change turn-based games. We're still making some pretty decent gains on our way back to Marysville here. Okay, there we go. I was wondering where the train was. Where the train treads are. Okay, and the truck is now attacking us. Let's pick up the pace, shall we? Alright, we're back in town. Okay, let's go find that hotel and rest up. Not going to the hospital, because they rip you off over there. I wonder if I could sell the rope. Okay, 300 bucks for the rope. Sure, I'll take it. Because I gotta clear up some inventory space. $380 for the laser beam sold. To be fair, I don't really like these laser beams all that much, but you get some good money out of it. Alright, so let's see, take a look. Yeah, we have ourselves some nice... Okay, everything's nice and cleared up in inventory, so let's go buy ourselves some insecticide and give it a try against those centipedes and see if we get better XP payouts out of it as a result. Here we go. Okay, so we have one can of insecticide, and let's just see how it fares. How much money do we have? We still have plenty of money. We don't need to do a major withdrawal right now. $2,462 into our bank account. And it gives us a total of $25.24. $14.09 for NINTEN, $408 for LLOYD. Okay, not too much for LLOYD. Yes. Okay, nicely saved, and now that everyone's back up to full health and full psychic ability, it's time to head back to the munitions factory and find what we need to blow up that boulder. And we're now in the triple figures for both HP and PP. Good. Alright, let's hightail it back to the Duncan's factory, shall we? Bag lady draws near. God, that face is frightening. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to fix that face with some cosmetic surgery with the help of our baseball bat and boomerang. Okay. Alright, moving on. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we no longer have those laser beams to deal with. Oh, we dodged. And Lloyd's doing pretty good with his attacks now. Alright, back to the factory we go. Bag lady draws near. Bag lady uttered threatening words, and our fight decreased by 32. So much for those threats. Okay, back into the munitions factory we go. Alright, so now we've finished all of our business on the main floor and the lower floors, so now we need to go to the upper floors. We're gonna auto-battle the bomber here because... Okay, he blew us up. And he blew us up again. Alright, time to... I just love how we just come back into the factory only to have our HP be taken off significantly by a little bomb boy blowing himself up. Alright, can't do much of anything about that. Okay, so now I'm aiming to have LLOYD go up to level 20, and if we're not done our business in the factory by level 20, we'll still leave the factory, go back to Marysville, recover and save, and come right back in to finish our job, because I want to end today's stream by finishing up our job here in this here factory. Allison25 has joined the Kappa crew. Allison, welcome aboard. We are playing EarthBound Beginnings for the Nintendo Entertainment System. How are you doing today? Don't hesitate to tell me who you are? Favorite games? Anything hobbies? Or we can discuss whatever's on your mind, provided it does not fall into legal gray areas. Or ethical gray areas. Okay, let's go upstairs over here first and see what's up here. And if you find myself talking strangely, that's just the way I am. Sometimes I can be ungrammatical, sometimes I string together very strange sentences. When you live in the soda dimension for as long as I have, you will probably develop such traits as well. So I guess this just goes right back to the main floor and it loops around. Yeah, that's what I thought, it just loops around. Okay. Okay, so we found 2 ladders that just share the same floor. This one goes back upstairs. Let's just continue checking the rest of this floor before we go upstairs a bit more. That's... okay, so that's a weak attack from Lloyd, but come on, Lloyd, I know you can do better than that. Okay, no level up. Let's keep... we already know that goes back to the main floor. Let's keep checking around this floor. Okay, another ladder going up. Okay, we have a door. Let's see what's behind the door. We have a long hall. That leads us right to a dead end with a birthday present. Nope, I do not want to talk. I want to check the present. A super spray. Nintendo got super spray. Whistle. Has an irritating effect on bugs, okay? Now let's take a look at the super spray. What does this do? Industrial strength insecticide. Okay, so we have 2 cans of Raid to deal with the bugs. Now let's just see if this will give us better XP payouts as a result. And if not, we'll just have to hawk it off in town. Make some quick cash. Okay, so here's the next ladder to go to the next floor. Up we go. Okay, there's another ladder over here. This just continues up a little bit further. Another ladder going up, but let's continue with checking the rest of this floor. Okay, we still continue to go upstairs. Nothing over here. Let's check over here. It's a big factory. Nothing up near the balcony. Let's over there. Another ladder going upstairs. We're continuing our ascent. Okay, the Distorto dodges my baseball. Oh, but we managed to dodge him. But he's firing his beam at us. 27. Okay, let's reverse roles here. Got rid of the scrap heap. Sent the scrap to the scrap heap, that is. Now let's deal with the mad doctor here. Okay, Lloyd goes to 16. Fight by 1. Speed by 2. Wisdom by 3. Strength by 3. Not by 4, by 3. Force by 2. Maximum HP by 1. And there we go. Okay, so he's leveled up. Let's get him recovered. Let's munch on some delicious herbs and give Lloyd to Lloyd. Alright, let's take a look to see what his state is. 73 of 104. Let's have him eat another delicious herb. Okay, he's full. NINTEN could use he could probably use a bit of an herb break on as well. Alright. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, we got a bomber. Let's hope we can get rid of it before it blows us up again. That'll do. Alright, moving on. Okay, there's a ladder going down. This leads to a dead end, so let's head on this way. No. Okay, that ladder goes down, but I haven't finished exploring the rest of this floor, though. $31, okay, we definitely want to get rid of the scrapper. I'll destroy Flew into rage and advance increased by 22, but we can get into our rage as well. And our rage calms his rage. Okay. And let's just have... Okay, let's have LLOYD nicely healed. Okay, this is a dead end. Let me just take a quick look down here. Maybe I don't have to move down and... no, there's more ladders. Okay, so I'm gonna go back down this way a little bit. Right now, I just want to continue looking at the rest of this floor. Let's hightail it back the other way. Fireballs are easy to beat, so we can auto-battle this. Hurry, 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 hurry. Let's go left this time around and see what we got over here. Okay, there's another ladder going downstairs. This is a dead end. Okay, we got ourselves a little room in here. And it's a dead end. So, nothing in here. Now, you might be thinking, well, maybe this is a secret area. Maybe you have to do something specific to unravel a hidden object or a hidden doorway. I've read up on the guide that there is nothing in here, so if there really was a hidden area, we would have had a means of discovering it by now. No, unfortunately, our telepathic abilities wouldn't be of any use in this area. It wouldn't be of any good here, unfortunately. Okay, moving on. No level up. Okay, so let's hightail it to the next ladder. Okay, it's trying to burn us. Okay, we got 19. Okay, we suffered second-degree burns of 19 and 18 respectively. Okay, we were up that ladder before. Let's keep going this way. Okay, so now we're going down. Okay, we got the next old robot to deal with. I think I can auto-battle them. Yeah, I think they're good enough to be auto-battled. I can only use manual battles when I'm dealing with Dr. Distorto. Okay, there's another ladder down this way. Let's just finish checking this floor first and foremost before we make any more moves down the stairs. Or down the ladder, so to speak. Okay, there's a ladder that goes right back. I'm beginning to wonder if I might have looped around. Okay, let's check in here. Okay, yeah, well, looks like we looped all the way around. So if we were to, so going back up this way will just bring us all the way around as before. Okay, we gotta finish off the scrapper before it hits us with that beam. Okay, we cannot auto battle since we're dealing with the Mad Doctor. I'm gonna have NINTEN going after the scrapper and LLOYD going after the Doctor. Yeah, because that beam's no joke, so I'm gonna have NINTEN take out the robot first, and then LLOYD can deal with the Doctor respectively. Okay, the Doctor's still standing. Okay, nobody has leveled up. Okay, so I'm guessing this is gonna... yeah. It definitely looks like a linear loop around. No level up. Alright, back down we go. Okay. Okay, so that should about do it. Give everyone a nice good healing. Moving on. Okay, and I think this would just... yeah, so this would just... okay, and that just looped back down to the... yeah. Alright, so let's head back downstairs. We're going back to the main floor. Like I said, very easy to get lost in this. I'm gonna have to use muscle memory to remember where we're going. Sup, bro? Hey, Megas. Good to have you in here. How are you doing today? Okay, we scrapped the robot, now let's go after the Doctor. We can auto-battle the Doctor at this point, since he's pretty much useless without his robot pal. No level up. Okay, moving on. I believe I already checked this room. Yep, I already did, because the gift box is open. How are you doing today, Megas? Okay, I better finish off the scrap before it attacks me with its beam. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, we were down there. Okay, so that... doing great, thanks, man. Yeah, very welcome. So, I've pretty much been... things have been pretty busy for the past couple days. I mean, yesterday I had to do like some major errands. Just had to walk into the commercial. Had to go into the commercial shopping district just the other day. Just to help get some, just to pick up some Also progressing with my XP chart for the PC Engine Landgress. Already done 8 scenarios. Nice. Okay, LLOYD got to level 17, good. Fight by 3, speed by 1, wisdom by 3, strength by 3, force by 1, HP by 12, that's good. Okay, so with that, let's have him eat an herb. Okay, let's take a look at his current stats. He's only 6 points behind Max, but that's okay. NINTEN could use a bit of a boost himself, so let's have him eat. Okay, we can't eat the bag, we can only eat what's in the bag. There we go. Okay, let me take a quick look. Yeah, okay, so we have to go back in the other direction now. Because this is a really big factory that I'm in right now, Megas. Because what we have to do is look for some specific munitions that can help us blow up a boulder that has fallen on the train tracks and has obstructed the train from traversing from from one city to the next. So apparently the train station's out of business. Well, they're not out of business. They're just out of operation right now while that boulder's in the way. So you gotta find the specific rocket that's in this here factory and use it to blow up that boulder that's outside. But we have to deal with this onslaught of robots and mad scientists here. And he gave us 33 points of damage. That beam's no joke. Also, getting back to my story, I had to do some major errands just the other day. Oh, the doctor ran away. Okay, I didn't expect him to do that. And I got a laser. He dropped his laser beam. They did not slack on this game. Yeah, they did not slack on this game here. Life up. Yeah, so I was just picking up some CBD and some THC goods from our cannabis from the cannabis store down in the commercial district of the town. And then I had to do some grocery shopping. I actually purchased a few boxes of those limited edition Wicked cereals. You know the cereals that are designed to promote the latest Wicked movie. And there's like 2 different flavors. There's like a strawberry Glinda flavor and a caramel apple Elphaba flavor. Like the first NES game in my knowledge. The first NES game in my knowledge with this level of diversity. Yeah, there's a lot of diversity in this game, and there's a lot of quirkiness. There's also a lot of quirkiness to it that just keeps your interest. I mean, just when you check certain enemies. Okay, so we can go up this way now because I don't think I've been up this ladder before. Yeah, so I don't have to. My guys are not in the danger zone right now. Bomber draws near. And you get some weird and wacky enemies to fight too. I like that. Ooh, I got a bomb. So I get a laser beam and a bomb. Now technically, I don't even need to use the bomb or the laser beam. I can just take these back to town and sell them off. Okay, so let's go down here. Okay, so these ladders just bring me up to the same floor. Okay, good to know. And this is just a dead end. Okay, so there's nothing else worthwhile to see up here. Alright, let's check the next ladder that goes up to the next floor. This, like, I mean, again, this is a huge dungeon. And the duration for today is to complete this dungeon by getting the rocket in question, blowing up the boulder on the train track so we can free the train. And also I'm also looking at trying to get Lloyd up to level 20. It doesn't take long to build up his levels, while NINTEN is going to need to make some more just to get up his level since he's lead character. Okay, we were in here already, so let's keep going. Okay, the doctor's back, as well as his trusty robot companion. So I'm not going to bother using the laser beams and the bombs anymore, because I think those would be more suited to be sold in stores and get some quick cash out of it. Nope, no level up. Okay, moving on. Let's pick up the pace. Okay, so now we're at the dead end. So now the paths are... So now we actually have an idea of where we're supposed to go this time. Okay, so you got your XP chart for the first 8 scenarios. And so And like I said, I believe there is 20 scenarios in total. Wait, let me just check in this room again. I believe I already picked up the gift box. Yes, I have. So let's move on. So Warsong will be resumed this coming Thursday. And I want to try to keep it like 3 streams a week, with 1 stream for Tales of Eternity, 1 stream for EarthBound Beginnings, and another stream for Warsong. Warsong I only debuted last week because it's just a brand spanking new game as part of the strategy series here on RPG Kappa. Okay, so the doctor is now trying to run away, but it's not gonna work. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the bomb that I have in my possession. There, blew up the robot. Yeah, it's a pretty deep game. It is. I'm just enjoying the adventures thus far. But this is now only the 5th EarthBound Beginnings stream. We've already completed a few other dungeons earlier. We had to save the town. Oh wait, hold that thought. We got Nintendo level 26, Fight by 3, Speed by 3, Wisdom by 3, Strength by 3, Force by 2, HP by 12, not bad. Okay, so he's up, so now let's just have him use his telepathy to get himself to his new max. 141 to 159. That's probably... Let me take a look. He is 82 psychic points, so he should still be okay for the time being. Yeah, so anyways, the game itself already had me saving a girl from a graveyard infested with zombies, bats, and ghosts. I had to beat up zoo animals, and then ultimately a Starman that was controlling them. And then I had to go to the magical Magicant, check out what's going on over there, understand the Queen's Dilemma. Now I'm back on planet Earth to get the issue with the train resolved for the people of Marysville and all surrounding cities. Oh, that gives me goals and goals. Yeah. Okay, where was I supposed to go? What was I doing this way? Okay, that goes up there. Yeah, I think I went east last time, so I want to check what's up this ladder. Except Arthur did not mess trains up. Yep, you can say that again. Aha! Okay, so I missed out on this room last time. Let's see what's in here. First, let's take a look. We have five more slots for inventory. There's no other presents, so let's check the present. A PSI stone. Okay, so I still have my PSI stone on hand, and Lloyd can also give that to me once this one gets exhausted. So how much do we have in terms of PSI? We're still good. As a matter of fact, let's reward ourselves by healing up both NINTEN. Okay, let's take another quick look. Everyone is back to full, and I'm gonna make use of PSI stone over here. Okay, that's good enough, so let's head on out. Yeah, that's it for this. Okay, so let's go back down the ladder. Now let's move east. And so we got 3 more levels to go for Lloyd before we absolutely need to go back to town to rest up and save. And but to be honest, if I had to make a choice between Ghouls and Ghosts in this game, I'll take EarthBound any day of the week. I don't care how tedious the leveling process gets. It's more preferable than tearing my hair out of frustration for not completing a certain area of Ghouls and Ghosts. Ghouls and Ghosts is a mean game. Probably the meanest game Capcom ever put up. Messing trains up is Final Fantasy VI's Spaz Sounds especially. Yes. Indeed. Now, to be fair, his specialty is only messing up ghost trains or any other trains that are hostile. Any other train that pretty much works to everyone's benefit. Like, that just serves to get you from point A to point B without any ulterior motives. Those trains are good. Those trains are fine. It's just the phantom trains that need to be fucked up. Or rather, suplexed for good measure. Oh, hang on. I want to have Nintendo fight the old robot while Lloyd fights the Doctor. Because that robot has the power to fire those beams at me. Okay, for the meantime, let's give the beam to Lloyd for the time being. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't have to worry about the little bomber. And he bombs me even though I said not to worry about him. Okay, no level up. Okay, so we're gonna have to heal everyone up after this. I can imagine him flexing on the Ghostbusters. Come on, guys, you don't need to shoot stuff with this positron beam shit. A good suplex will do. I mean, it is such a major meme to see Sabin do that. But you know what? That's fine, because thanks to that suplex, the train meme, Sabin is now one of the most popular, if not the most popular, Final Fantasy VI character. But to be fair, I like both Edgar and Sabin, the Figaro brothers, equally, since they kick ass and take names. I mean, Sabin with his blitz abilities, and Edgar with his engineering, with his tools, and as a result of his engineering abilities. I think I've already been down here, but let me just take one last quick check. Yeah, it looks like I have been back down here. And I believe that is the exit to the factory in there. Okay, you gotta be careful this time. Okay, there, I managed to one-shot the bomber. Okay. Edgar uses tool rise. Now we see who's a Ghostbuster. Yep. Edgar's the big tool man. I mean, that auto crossbow of his kicks serious ass. I mean, it is such a wonderful little convenience at the beginning of the game when Edgar joins your party, and he joins your party very early in the game. I mean, I played Final Fantasy VI all the time on the Super Nintendo when it was still released as when it was released at the time as Final Fantasy III. Like, the DPS is crazy for such an early char. Okay, yeah, well, where am I going? I'm going this way. Yeah, I mean, and the fact is the auto crossbow can be used infinitely, and it AoEs all enemies on screen. I mean, the convenience is amazing, and especially when you have to scale Mount Colt, and you can use the auto crossbow on all the enemies up there, but until you get to Vargas. Okay, hang on a minute. I think I'm kind of lost now. I think I was already this way here. Yeah, I think I've already went up this way. Okay, there's two ladders to deal with. Let alone the magic moment. Yeah, when Terra demonstrates her magical abilities. Okay, I think this brought me up to the room. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going backwards now, so I have to hightail it back to the next ladder. Because after all, I mean, it's... Yeah, we don't want to get lost in here. Okay, Lloyd gets to level 18. Cool, cool. Fight by 2, Wisdom by 3, Strength by 2, Force by 2, Maximum HP by 1. Okay, so Lloyd's up, so now let us use some more of our Life Up ability on Lloyd. You know what, let's Life Up NINTEN here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 83, 103. Okay, so I'm not in the danger zone for my PP. Okay, up we go. The topic made me curious about the Japanese FF history, like the translation did butcher some mochi stuff. Yeah, here's the thing, I mean, a lot of liberties were taken with the original Final Fantasy III script. I mean, the main storyline is still intact, but Ted Woosley, due to time constraints and due to character limitations, had to use a lot of tangents just to try and, to work the script in as best as he can. And plus he also had to contend with Nintendo's censorship policies at the time, which means you cannot even, there was no open mention of death, no open mention of, and no open mention of any religion or anything like that. So Woosley had his work cut out for him. I'm not honestly the biggest Ted Woosley fan, but I can understand why the fan base still will defend him to this day. Oh yeah. I mean, if you really want to talk about taking liberties with the script, I mean, you have to see how Ted Woosley worked with the dialogue for Kefka. I mean, Kefka, in the original Japanese version, he's been reportedly to be this massive, immature crybaby who tends to throw a tantrum every time. And while that's not far from the truth when you play the US version of the game, at least Ted Woosley made sure that Kefka had plenty of one-liners and plenty of well-timed roasts against all other characters in the game, which made him an extremely entertaining character to watch. Okay, this is an empty room. We can check this wall with the pipes, but it says no problem, so there's nothing worth checking out over here. Okay, so let's continue looking around. But to be fair, it did make Kefka also one of my favorite villains as well. Because, I mean, he's supposed to pretty much be the Joker of the Final Fantasy series. And then honestly, I actually prefer him to Sephiroth. I mean, Sephiroth pretty much has the shonen flair that made him so popular amongst the fan base, especially the female fan base of the day. But Kefka's just funny. He's funny. Okay, so we're going upstairs. Okay, yeah, so we hit the dead end, so now we have to go back upstairs. Oh yeah, I mean, I have played Final Fantasy VII as well years ago, and at some point Final Fantasy VII will be played on RPG Capper, because this is an RPG channel after all. But it probably won't be for quite a while. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is mainstream popular, so I'm in no rush to be playing it on my channel, because I still want to give the original 6 games a fair chance in the spotlight here. I was already savage in the original. Yeah, because I would have to basically look for any original Final Fantasy VI scripts. Okay, I know that there is a fan translation of the original Final Fantasy VI. Now, how much of Ted Woosley's style they implemented in it is remains to be seen. But first things first, I plan on playing the US Final Fantasy III first before I move on to the more traditional the original Final Fantasy VI. Now, we've already covered Final Fantasy IV as Final Fantasy II on this channel. And I am planning on playing some of the other Final Fantasy games for the SNES in good time. I do have Mystic Quest as well, and which I do also want to play because I like Mystic Quest. It's an easy game, but it's also quite charming, and it offers me high turnover on this channel too. Okay, so we do have another dead end over here. Okay, So we're heading back upstairs. So we're continuing our ascent into this factory here. And Lloyd has 2 more levels to go before I would pretty much consider him... I could probably decide to call session. Okay, we have a couple ladders, but we're going to be going up after we finish exploring the rest of this floor. I want to be thoroughly done with this here dungeon. Okay, Scrapper draws near, so we're auto-battling it because we can handle it. Okay, there's another ladder that leads upstairs. And another ladder that leads upstairs, so that must have been 4 ladders we passed. Let's try to use a laser beam this time around. So, when I do play Final Fantasy VI's Final Fantasy 3, I am still going to get the experience A, because remember, the main theme of the channel is to cap and clear. So, I do want to have all my characters up to level 99, but I think the real challenge is making sure everyone is fully well versed in all forms of magic from all the espers being used. And I might even see if I can try and get Gao's monster rage list to full. That will be I think that's the real challenge instead of actually leveling up my guys to 99. Okay, we got rid of the old robot, so let's get rid of Dr. Distorto here. Okay, we broke the laser beam, but that's okay because that just means more space in our inventory. No level up. This is a long floor. Holy crap. And now there's a ladder leading downstairs. And there's another ladder leading upstairs. Okay, so I think that was 5 ladders leading up. Okay, and here's the end of the floor with a room. Meanwhile, I'm trying to learn the PC Engine Langrisser. Man, for my favorite type of challenge, this game is brutal. Oh yeah? Okay. I mean, at some point I will be playing the PC Engine Langrisser, but I kind of want to... Okay, but first things first, I do want to be done with Genesis Langrissers 1 and 2, and the Super Nintendo Dare Langrisser, before I decide I'm gonna try the other versions of the game. Because at some point, I also want to tackle all 5 of the Langrisser games on the Sega Saturn, because the Sega Saturn has the complete collection of Langrisser games. If you don't believe in this particular category, this is tougher than Warsong. Okay, I got another bomb. Okay, let's give the bomb to Lloyd. Okay, but bombs are one-time use, so I can burn through them easily. Alright, let's see what's downstairs first before we go upstairs. This is tougher than Warsong. So in terms of being tougher than Warsong, are the RNG rerolls during battle skirmishes more, I would say, the outcome of the RNG rerolls during battle skirmishes create more of a result in the enemy receiving more favorable defensive rolls than pretty much attack rolls. Like basically I was forced to level Mina, Chris, and Map 2. RNG is not as wild there. Okay, because I'm just thinking that if you're going to be engaging in battle skirmishes in the PC Engine version, that the enemy has more of a favorable, has more favorable rerolls to suit their defense stat rather than their offense stat. Again, I do have to apologize if I'm being ungrammatical here, because that's just the way I am. But if you can understand the context of what I'm saying, then we can pretty much work with each other here. I didn't. Okay, let's check down here first. No worries. Thanks very much, Romegas. I very much appreciate that. past 5,000 points for Lloyd here, but he hasn't leveled up to 19. Let's check this way. Okay, there's another ladder leading downwards. No, okay, nothing over here. Like, your troops cannot do more damage than their sheer numbers. But that game is wild in the pro category. Okay, so the troops cannot do more damage even with the command radius bonuses that are assigned to them if they stay within the radius of their respective commanders. Let's just see what's down here quickly, if at all possible, because I don't want to get lost again. Okay, so this is a dead end. Let's go down this way. Let's go down. Okay, this is still leading downwards. Okay, another one down over here. I hope this doesn't continue going downwards because I needed this thing. Because I don't want to keep looping around. Oh, this box is open. Okay, so we've been on this floor. We've been on this floor. Okay, so let me just take a look around here for a bit. Yeah, 1 HP is less or equal 1 kill. Okay. And of course you mentioned the notion that the XP does not carry over into the next scenario. While levels do. Yeah, that keeps going down. And here I am back down here. Let's go upstairs over here. Let's just keep wandering around a bit. Okay, looks like we're looping around again. Nope, it does carry over into the next... Oh, okay. Okay, that goes down there. And I think this is just another room that has the... Yeah, this is a dead end. It doesn't get rid of the next XP bar. Oh, the next XP bar. Sorry, my mistake. And let's blow both these guys up. Okay, we blew up the scrapper, but the doctor is still standing. No level up. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Okay, get rid of the doctor here. Can't do anything about that. We have a bottle rocket, but I want to save that for the boulder. Okay, now we're kind of going all around in circles here. To get the picture in Warzone, you cannot get more than one level up from one encounter, otherwise the bar would have to blink several times. They have fixed in the language structure by consistently making level ups pop up. And I get damaged by the PK beam. You cannot move more than level 1 level up from one encounter, otherwise the bar would have to blink several times. They fix the language by explicitly making level ups pop up. The more so you just kept unused XP, which can be converted to levels on the next victory. Yeah, it's just a good thing that you can actually retain that XP. But in the PC Engine language, when they simply drop the unused XP, thus fixing the issue with multiple level ups is so blatantly demotivating. Oh my god, I'm just running around in circles. Okay, we gotta get back to that floor which had those five ladders going up. Hopefully I can run back and remember that I've got... Okay, I mean, hopefully I know where to go. Because otherwise I might have gotten myself lost again. Okay, get rid of the robot because it has that beam. Now let's have... Okay, Distorto actually gives me a big fat hit for 45. Okay, he actually gave me some pretty good damage that time. Let me just see if I can use this. Alright, let's get rid of the bomber here. You know what, here's the thing, I'm beginning to wonder if the PC Engine version of, Okay, hang on. Lloyd just advanced to 19. Fight increased by 1, speed by 2, wisdom by 3, strength by 3, force by 1, maximum HP by 11. Okay, that's cool. Okay, basically you defeated this strong commander, but your XP bar lacked this free space in it. So you have to not only be strong, strategic, but petty, and I hate that. Okay, that is bullshit. I mean, now here's what I'm beginning to wonder. I wonder if the PC Engine version of Langrisser can be hacked in order to calculate battle results and XP gains and respective level gains based on the same mechanics of Warsong. So in other words, hack Langrisser 1 for the PC Engine into Warsong, so to speak. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, for the Warsong purists out there, they would probably just want to have this kind of feature. And if the game can be hacked into a Warsong mode, it could help make the game that much more preferable to play. That's what I'm going at. But in order to understand and accomplish something like this, I would actually just say that the entire Warsong, or even the original Langrisser 1 Genesis or Mega Drive ROM, would have to be hacked thoroughly, and perhaps even disassembled, or disassembled into key address into its key addresses and the algorithms that follow those addresses to understand the calculations that go into respective RNG roles in battle and XP assignments and carryovers from one scenario to the next, which includes XP retention and pretty much just respective leveling. That's what I would just say. So anyways, I'm just trying to think about this as hard as I can, because honestly, I'm not a programmer. I'm not a programmer at all. I haven't done any programming in over 20 years. And even then, I was only learning just enough to pass my university courses. So a lot of things are very, very iffy. Well, actually, I am familiar with that kind of hacking, even in enemy-controlled game cheat codes. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, so pretty much a war song version of Langrisser 1 for the PC Engine would be pretty fucking cool. And I think it would be a nice little project for you to undertake, Roman Magus, if you're willing. Anyway, I think I'm back onto the respective floor that I needed to be. So anyways, let's just have LLOYD move on to the next, yeah, LLOYD just healed up to his new HP maximum, which is 128. Okay, let's take a look here. So I think this is the correct floor that I'm supposed to be in. Yep, so we got the gift from here. So let's go upstairs on this ladder here and see what's up. So I do believe that it is a matter of just hacking the algorithm for Langrisser on PC Engine, and pretty much replace the respective XP calculations and assignments that are more reflective of that of the original Mega Drive version. To fix some of this mechanic in the PC Engine version, we require just fixing mere bytes. Replace a couple of assembly instructions. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. And then pretty much at some point in the future, you could not only give it a try on your channel, but even I could give it a try on my channel too. But that will probably not be for a while, because I still want to complete War Song in its original form on the Genesis. And maybe even played as Langrisser 1 as well. Okay, so here we go, and so let's move this here. Okay, so we're making good gains now, and we're beating back these robots like never before. So the scrappers, the old robots, the fireballs, and the bombers, they're easy pickings. The only real annoyance here in this factory is Dr. Distorto and any other robot pals he has with him. Okay, let's see what's in. Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, good. I'm at least making some good strides in here. We're just cleaning out these enemies en masse. I think this might be the top floor now, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we got the doctor, and he's brought a scrapper with him. Alright, let's take out the scrapper and have LLOYD focus on the doctor. Okay, scrapper's been scrapped. Now to deal with the doctor. Okay, 44. Another hit should bring him down. Okay, no level up. I'd like to have LLOYD up to level 20 before this is all done. Okay, the dead end over here, so we're still continuing up the ladder here. We can auto-battle the old robot, or not, and then we can auto-battle the scrapper because he's easy pickings at this point. He's getting ready to fire his beam. Let's finish him off before he does that. That's it. Scrapper scrapped. Alright, up we go. Alright, now Fireball. Fireballs I'm not too worried about. As long as I can finish them off, they don't have to give me second or third degree burns. Okay, moving on. Alright, next floor. How about what's going on over here? Okay, there's a little bit more on this side, so I want to see what's on the right side first. Okay, there's a door. And nothing else over here. So let's see what's behind this door. And just one gift box. Let's see what's in the gift box. Force capsule. Nintendo got Force capsule. Okay. Okay, Force is 72 for NINTEN and 28 for LLOYD. So LLOYD should go up by 4 or 5 points if he were to ingest that Force capsule. So he would probably go up to 32 or 33. So let's have LLOYD consume that. 4. Okay, so he goes to 32. Okay, there it is. Okay, so LLOYD goes up just a little bit more. Okay, so he's gonna burn us. It's highly unlikely that I'm probably going to get NINTEN here to level 30 because his XP requirements are more demanding than before. But I should still be able to get LLOYD to 20 here. I wouldn't mind one more level for NINTEN, but the main focus is to get our pal LLOYD up to level 20. Nope, not yet. Okay, moving on. I think this may be the top floor, guys. And we're going down a very long hallway, so that's a good sign. No level up. Moving on. Okay, get rid of the robot so he doesn't fire his beam at me. This makes the doctor angry, but we don't care about his anger issues. Because he'll be beaten to death. Okay, moving on. Okay, here's another door. Yep, there's 2 doors here. Okay, let's go and let's check in this door first. See what we can find. And it's a dead end. Empty chamber. Let's go in this door and see what we can find. Okay. Oh, looks like we got some launch pads here for the missiles. No problem. No problem. Okay, there's that one missile. We're gonna need to take a look at it. M. Tigress. Congrats. Oh, hi there, M. Tigress. Thanks for coming in. LLOYD. Aim on the rock. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Fire! And we have liftoff. Okay, I guess that did it. And we managed to blow up the boulder, so now the train should be free. Yeah, the train tracks should be nicely cleared, and the train can now move freely between Marysville and all the other towns in this weird and wacky version of America. Okay, so looks like the main objective has been accomplished for today, but I still want to finish looking in all the rooms that are left in this here factory, and we're getting a phone call from our dad. Just a moment, guys. We have to answer this. How are you doing today, Miss Tigress? NINTEN, pick up the phone already. Ugh, pick up the phone. This is your dad. Now, son, it's not my business, but why not rest? No, I'm continuing. I see. I know the Earth faces a crisis. Good luck. Doing good. Was watching the whole run of Duncan's. Oh, cool. Oh, thanks for following along. Yeah, because this is one big factory, and there's so many things to see and do, and sometimes I tend to I kind of get a little disoriented. So sometimes I end up going down the exact same path, and I end up looping around and finding myself right back to where I started. Okay, we don't have Lloyd to level 20 yet, but he should be on the verge of level 20. Once that happens, we can go back to Mirrorsville. And then from there, just rest up, save, and call a session for today. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about all the other enemies in this here, in this here dungeon, or if you want to call the factory a dungeon. It's just a doctor and his robots that are pretty much the biggest annoyance here. On a random mode, did you try to play a low-level game in FF6? Besides the overworld, of course. All previous playthroughs of Final Fantasy VI, which I played as Final Fantasy III back in the day, I never exactly cleared the game at level 99. I, to this day, have not played a fully capped version of Final Fantasy VI. Whenever I did try to clear the game back then, I would always have all my party members at around level 60 or so. Because I never really cared. I didn't really have the patience at the time to grind them all the way to 99. I just decided to level them up as far as like level 62 to level 65, and then try to attack Kefka at the end of the game. And you have to remember that the final battle in the game is 4 phases. You have to face the Hell tier, the Purgatory tier, the Heaven tier, and then finally the battle with Kefka himself. Anywho, Lloyd... Oh no, NINTEN took a lot of damage from that. So let's just have him rest up. Well, at least life up, that is. Let's have him do it again. Okay, I just want to keep their HP in the triple figures as much as possible. Okay, so we still have to get Lloyd to level 20. That's the next objective here. I don't care if NINTEN levels up or not. He's not the main focus of today's session. Okay, so Bomber draws near, so let's whack a bomb. As long as he doesn't blow up on me, we're good. No level up for Lloyd. Okay, moving on. Scrapper draws near, let's scrap a Scrapper. He dodges. Lloyd attacks, he dodges. Scrapper smashes me for 29. Okay, this Scrapper means business. And we actually... Oh boy, yeah, that was a weak attack from NINTEN. Let's try this one. Okay, we actually took that one out, but that one actually gave us a bit of a challenge there. We're now over 6,000 points for Lloyd. Let's keep going on. It's interesting in the Genesis War Song, you can play a bit similarly. The tactic is similar to a low-level game. Okay. I mean, I haven't played War Song in a few years, but I have tried to do a low-level run of it until I got to Scenario 12, and I didn't even know what I was supposed to do, and all of my commanders got wiped. Because you have to really go by a specific strategy if you want to clear Scenario 12 with all commanders alive and well at the end. The point is collecting as much XP as you can without converting them into levels, and then convert this XP into levels rapidly. Okay, so it's just a matter of filling the XP meter, but not completely reaching the limit of the XP meter to level. So you just want to make sure that the meter looks full, but is not full enough to a level. And when the doctor runs, his robot runs. Oh yeah, because in this game, if one party member successfully runs, the entire party runs. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 1. One successful run roll will have the entire party leave the battle. And in this game, that applies also to the enemy. Okay, so let's go back to the floor with all the multiple ladders. I think we're back on the floor with the multiple ladders, so let's go back this way. Because I still want to check what's up those other ladders that we bypassed earlier. Yep, for instance, my Calais was kept at level 9 Wizard, but XP-wise, she was a level 6 Magic Knight, more than halfway to the Ranger class. Okay. So pretty much, it's just about teasing. Oh wait, hold up thought, Ninten's at the next level. Fight by 3, Speed by 2, Wisdom by 2, Strength by 3, Force by 2, Maximum PB by 15, nice. Okay, in this case, let's have, oh, hang on. Oh, and you know what, big deal, I'll probably use his life up to heal him up. To celebrate the new level up to 27. Okay, and let's take a look, he's on our phone. You know what, big deal, let's just spam life up until everyone is back to full. Okay, so now let's squeeze this stone. Oh, no, go to goods, and let's squeeze this stone. Let's squeeze it again. Okay, that should be good for now. The point being, a high-level mid-tier class means powerful spell, while low-level final class means weak spells. So as a wizard, she is so much fun to play, as if you know. Ah, so you want to delay her class change as much as possible so you can make sure that you can have full use of those special spells that can do major damage to the enemy on the map and in skirmishes. Okay, so we haven't checked over here, so let's go through these 2 doors. Yes. Okay, that's cool to know. Let's open a present. There was Franklin badge. Ninten got Franklin badge. Okay, so we got another Franklin badge, which can help repel beam attacks. So what I'm gonna do is, let's give this one to Lloyd here. Okay, I guess when he has the Franklin badge on, it's supposed to repel the beam attacks back onto the enemy. Let's see, let's just make sure. Okay, let's whack a bomb. And we did it for 72, bombers down, but I still want to level up for Lloyd. Lloyd has not leveled up. Let's go in this door. And she had the best DPS in the game, laying waste on 24 units and 2 churns. Oh, I got bread. Somebody left their loaf of bread here in this dusty old factory, so I gotta let. It's a dusty old loaf of bread, but it's a delicious dusty old loaf of bread. The late game is so much faster with that tactic. Okay, and you know what? It is true what you're saying here, Robomagus, but here's the thing. The theme of my channel is cap and clear. So what I want to do is I want to get all 8 of my commanders to their final class and have the full 255 XP so that they are at level 9 at their final class with a full XP meter, just like what we saw with Baldarov at the beginning of the game. So when they're on their final class with their completely maxed XP meter, which to the point that they cannot XP gain or level gain any further, that's when I have to declare a cap. So that's part of the gimmick of this channel, where I cap everyone, all playable party members I'm able to cap to full. So in this case for Warsong, that's also what I'm aiming at. Not just for Garrett, not just for Mina or even Thorn, also for Carleon, Bayard, Calais, Sabra, everyone. I want to get everyone up to that final, to their final full class with 255 XP and net, which reads level 9. So like roughly level 29, which I would presume to be the cap, since you can class up twice in that game. So that's pretty much the theme. And even if it does cost stat bonuses, that is, I do want to differentiate from other streamers that play RPGs, because as you can see is The thing is, yeah, because what I want to do is cap and clear with everyone at their final level with full XP gained, and with no other means of gaining XP or any levels. It's just get everything to full and then clear the game after, just to show to the masses that such a procedure can be done. And while I can see that while there are plenty of people who play retro RPGs who don't really have the time or the patience to do something like this, and somehow may even say it's not possible to do something like this, I'm the kind of guy who's able to step up to that kind of a challenge and show to the masses that it can be done. Just to prove to the masses, again, to just prove to the masses that something like this can be done. That's just how this channel works. Are you going to do that for this? It's a bit extra difficult here. Yes, it is going to be extra difficult because of the sheer amount of grinding that's going to be needed just to do all 4 of my party members to 99. But it requires a lot of dedication and to focus on the areas that have the best payouts that can be distributed for your respective characters. I knew that when I was going to sign up for something like this, it's going to create perhaps a lot of mundane, it'll create a lot of mundane issues. Maybe it'll make the streams a little bit mundane. They'll make it tedious, but I try to offset that with as much colorful commentary or much dialogue, or maybe like a lot of witty dialogue, or even talk about different topics or talk about many different topics as possible, just to offset that tediousness. So anyways, thing is, they don't give you XP to level cap everyone, but you can bring your team to final classes. Okay, so we're gonna have to see if we can get. We're gonna just work through that game as best as we can. You're a total soulmate. I'm literally attempting to experience perfection. Oh, thank you very much, Magus. Man, it took me a year to develop a clean scenario 17 tactic. Okay. Anyways, let's check what's in here. Nintendo opened a present. There was rope. Nintendo got rope. Okay, so we got an extra set of rope. So even if we're not going to use the rope, we can sell it back in town. Alright, so let's just check the remaining floors here. Collect whatever goodies are available in those gift boxes and hightail it out of here, because I think we've spent enough time in this factory. Okay, we have a new PSI power learned, so let's see what he's learned. Nothing outside of battle. It looks like it might be defense down beta we've just learned. I'm not 100% certain on that one, but I could always check in battle to see if there is anything out of the ordinary that I haven't seen before. Okay, we got the doctor back and his robo-pal, so let's take a look. No. I think it's healing beta I might have learned. Or it could be defense down beta. You know what? I don't see anything out of the ordinary. But the game does say that I've learned a new one. I'll take its word for it. Okay, well anyways, let's finish off the rest of these enemies. Let's get Lloyd to level 20 and get back to Marysville and call session. Because it is already past 5 PM where I am, and dinner's being made right now as we speak. here's another... We had to climb a really long ladder just to get up here. Okay, Lloyd finally gets level 20, so we reached Lloyd's leveling goals for today. So fight increased by 2, speed by 1, wisdom by 5, strength by 3, force by 1, maximum HP by 2. By clean, I mean defeating 75% of all enemies warnings with magic, only 100% consistency. Cool, cool. Alright, so let's do this. And open the present, there was Bottle Rocket. Nintendo got Bottle Rocket. Okay, I got an extra Bottle Rocket out of that. Okay, back down the ladder we go. Let's check the next ladder. Now, I know that it's going to take a while to get everyone to level 99, but encounters here are very frequent. So, we don't have to worry about wasting too much time encountering enemies. Because they bring the encounters hard and fast in this game. Alright. Barry Malin managed to develop such a technique for Map 7 cheating, but struggling so much with Map 8. With Map 8, refresh my memory, is that the one where you have to deal with all the sea creatures attacking you? No, hang on. I want Nintendo to attack the Scrapper and Lloyd to attack the Doctor. Let's get rid of them all here. Okay, Scrapper scrapped. Let's distort the Distorto here. You have the Bayar Revenge map where casual play, it's an easy map. Cool, cool. Okay, let's see what's behind this door. Okay, so we got a long hallway. Let's see if we have any... We still have one more inventory slot. Life Up Cream. Nintendo got... Okay, Life Up Cream just simply restores HP. Let's see who needs it the most. Okay, so I'm gonna have Lloyd apply the cream. And that clears that up, so let's see how much he has. He's now back to full 130. Cool, cool, cool. What I have in mind is hellishly difficult. You know, I'm gonna work as best I can through the map, and I'm pretty much... And you know what, Robo? I am looking at doing another round of War Song this coming Thursday, so... We'll work through the map together. And, see what comes out of it. Okay, so it looks to me that I finally finished exploring the rest of this... I finished exploring the rest of this here factory. And now it's... Yeah, so I think right now it's time to leave. We pretty much explored all the rooms, so it's now time to hightail it out here, go back to Marysville, and, save. Recover and save. Yeah, you're very welcome, Robomagus. I really do appreciate your help in the previous couple streams. Attack. No, he only aimed at Nintendo and not at Lloyd, who has the PK Franklin badge. Okay, we'll just continue collecting some more HP, more XP, as collateral, for the duration of the stream. So let me see, we're already 2¼ hours into stream, so today's stream is not as long, well, it doesn't appear to be, yeah, it's not going to be as long as my other EarthBound beginning streams, which pretty much have ranged from 3 to 3½ hours. Because here's the thing, I'm not just playing through these streams. At some point, I also have to make time to review my streams to see what worked and what didn't. I think I'm on the main floor again. I'm not 100% certain, but nope. Okay, so I have to keep going down. The PC Engine version is overall good remake, except this XP not carrying over to the next bar BS. Yes. You know what? Here's an interesting thing. I'm gonna be trying the PC Engine version under its original mechanic, then I'm gonna try it again under its Warsong mechanic, and see and just compare results. Because I am now inherently curious about how the PC Engine version of the game plays. Okay, we went into a dead end, so let's move back upstairs. Let's hightail it out of here. May I give you an example? Sure thing. Lay it on me. Yeah, we're just gonna hightail it out of this factory. Okay, that didn't destroy the scrapper. Okay, I think I'll go up this way now, and then I go this way. Okay, smash the bomb. In the slime level PC Engine, each slime costs 5 XP, then bosses cost 15 XP. Mia's XP bar is 16. Okay, so... So if you can beat one boss and one slime, you should be able to level up Mina. Or you can actually beat... have to beat 4 slimes. Or... 5, 10... Or like 2 slimes and a boss. So each one needs level XP, she loses 4 XP until she classes up and loses less. I have to promote her in the map too to not lose that much in XP in 4. Okay, Mina's XP bar, so on each level up she loses 4 XP. So let's see, 1 slime 5 XP and 15, so 20, and XP bar is 16, so yeah, 4 XP per level up as a result. Yep, 4, so you pretty much have to lose that 4 XP as a result, okay. I have to promote her in the map too, so not lose that much XP in 4. Okay. Alright, moving on. Yeah, so I can pretty much see I can pretty much see your example here, Moromegas, but here's the thing. I would actually have to play the game firsthand so I can get a full, genuine understanding of how that mechanic works. But I do believe what you're telling me here. I do 100% believe what you're telling me. Anyways, we're out of the factory, so back to Marysville we go. Smash the saucers. Okay, we only got 2 little saucers this time. We don't need to worry about facing up. We'll have to be facing off against one of those bar bots. Going back to Marysville in a hurry. Okay, we got the Flaming Cougar and the Skunk. Smack the Cougar for 96. The Cougar's down. Skunk attacks. Lloyd dodges. Lloyd attacks. Smashes the Skunk for 74. No level up. Okay, we got the bar bot. Gotta get rid of him first before I deal with that saucer. That PK beam gamma is no joke. Otherwise, the game is lots of fun to play. It's just a nightmare for XP perfection. It's literally impossible to 100 XP that. 99% maybe. Okay, we're gonna do our best to see how much we can build up everyone in Warsong. But you know what? As RPG Capper, we could then look if it's not realistically possible to give everyone 255 XP at the end of the game for all 8 of my commanders. We have to at least make sure they get to the final class. Because I also, as much as I do want to cap everyone, I want to make sure capping is also realistic. Maybe I might even have Lloyd to 7,000 points before the end of today's session. Okay, so, here we are. So now the rocket has hit the boulder, and it's blown it up. So now the way to the train station's clear. Okay, so the train would be going now this way, but the bridge is out over here. Yep, the bridge is out, so now we got another problem. So first we have a boulder obstructing the path, now we have a bridge that will not take us to... It will not take us to Youngstown, and it will not take us to LA. So we're kind of boned in that regard. Let's see what's over here for the time being. Well, our pace is good, final classes are realistic. I'd prioritize Mina over Garrett since an early Saint is way more fun than early Kane. Okay, yeah, so we're then going to be focusing on final classes for our respective characters. Okay, so this is just a dead end over here. Can we move through this spot? Okay, we got ourselves a bar bot. Okay. We cannot pass through these trees. We got a bear. Bear just grins and bears it. Okay. Let's see what else is over here. Okay, we cannot bypass through here. We cannot bypass the trees. We cannot scale past the cliff here. Okay, so we're just gonna now we're dealing with wildlife and saucers and bar bots, but they're easy pickings. Okay, moving on. So that's out of the way, that's out of the way. We can't go this way, we can't go this way. And we're back to where we started. So I'm guessing that we're gonna have to go north in order to cross. Yep, so we have to go up this slope and then go around the other way. And just go around the bend here to get to the other side of the bridge. But that'll have to be for next time. But the train should be able to move southwards to Reindeer, Spokane, and Snowman. So we can now go to 3 different cities for next time. Interesting to check down there where the trees block to you. Yeah, I like to be as thorough in this game as possible. So anyways, let's go into the train station and see what they have to say. I heard on the radio that it's a mess everywhere. At all costs, I will protect this station. Okay, so we have to talk to the clerk here. Well, I don't know how far the train goes through, but you need a ticket to ride. Care to buy one? One $16 ticket to Reindeer, $25 ticket to Spokane and Snowman, costs $36, but we're not going there today. For now, we're just gonna head back to Marysville to rest up. Is that right? That's too bad. No, that's not too bad. It's just, I'll still be back next time to buy a ticket. Then we'll see how riding the train fares. On the GBA version, that's where runners go to activate a glitch I found in that version. Oh, there's a glitch, eh? Okay, so we're almost at 7,000 points for Lloyd. Mad car draws near, mad truck draws near. Okay, let's wreck a few vehicles. Okay, so now Lloyd's passed 7,000 points, now we're back into Marysville. So far we haven't found a means to activate the glitch on the NES version. The puzzles so far in Famicom and GBA versions of the game. Okay. Yeah, because I heard of Mother 1 and 2 for the GBA. Also, at some point, I do want to try, Mother 3 for the GBA with Lucas as the head lead. Okay, so now that the boulder's been dealt with and the train can now move south again, let's see if anyone changes their dialogue in Marysville. Heard a zombie was kidnapped, animals roam the city streets, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, that's been dealt with. Okay. Get to school, your school, alright. Yeah, but I'm not enlisted inside Twinkle Elementary. I just had to tell you about it as soon as I saw you. The rails are fixed and the train is on time. Sweet. So now the train can finally move. They started building huge rockets. Yes, and I made use of them. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is head back to the hotel to rest up. Yeah, some of the NPCs here don't change their dialogue. Yeah, not much in terms of a change here. Okay, so let's go to the hotel to rest up. So let me just try talking over here. Yeah, so does this guy say anything different? I just had to tell you about it as soon as I saw you. Rails are fixed. Okay, so they're just gonna give me the same spiel. Okay, so let's rest up in the hotel. Is this guy gonna say anything different? Okay, no difference here. Let's just rest up for a bit. Okay, so this will now bring NINTEN and LLOYD back to full, so let's take a look. Say 159, 118, 130 for HP for LLOYD. Okay, I need to get to the department store. Shove aside. There we go. Okay, let's return a few things. I still want to give the Super Spray and Insecticide a try against the Centipedes to see if I get any additional bonuses in XP payouts, but I'm not sure. But even if it isn't, it would be a cool effect. I just want to see how the effects of the Insecticide work. I don't think I need this. You can't buy ball rocket. Okay, so then that's gonna have to be used in battle. 2 bottle rockets. We'll get rid of the rope. Okay, never mind then. So that leaves us with 2 slots available. I'll have to just burn through a couple bottle rockets to free up some more space. I need to keep the PSI stone for Nintendo use just in case. $3,159. I'm not in any major rush to withdraw funds right now, considering we still have some pretty good money in our purse. So let's just call up our dad and save the progress. $6,063 into our account. Nice. So that brings us to a total of $8,587 in funds. Spend your money wisely. Well, the next level requires 961 for NINTEN and 224 for LLOYD. By the way, do you want to save? Yes. Okay, but I was thinking of going to sleep now. Save your progress so far. Good night. We are gonna rest. See you later. Remember, push in and hold reset while turning the power off, okay? Slam. And that pretty much completes today's session of EarthBound Beginnings. So with that, let's just head back to our regular bubble screen. Alright everyone, well thank you very much for being part of today's RPG Capper stream. So Robomagus, thank you very much as always for being here and giving me some more of the 411 in relation to Langrisser and Warsong. And MT Tigress, also thank you very much for being here to just provide some little bit of extra tidbits regarding EarthBound Beginnings, as well as any other extra tidbits for the GBA versions. So, and Greenup, also thank you very much for hanging around for the brief time that you are here. So, let's just now see who we can raid, shall we? So, let's go down to Twitch and see who's available. Also, I didn't have to consult the Starman guide today, so that's a plus. Also, Okay, hang on here. There's a bit of reverb going on. Okay, so okay, I just got in time for a raid. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Nafula. I mean, I'm just ending my stream right now. But we are about to raid out. Okay, so Red Leona K is on, and I think I'm just going to give her a raid, since I do consider her a respectable celebrity here in Canada. So I'm just going to get started like that. Raid Red Leona K, making sure I spelled that correctly. Okay, so, and yeah, so she's playing Trails in the Sky, which is another great little RPG. So say hi to Leona for me. And with that, we are going to say see you next stream on RPG Capper. Take care, everyone, and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Hello, RPG Capper. Hit somebody other than Joshua. Good.